Hey guys, what's going on? This is Travis P11. I'd like to welcome you back to the channel. Today we're just going to do a little quick look and overview of the Bear Creek Arsenal 762 by 39 16-inch upper. These uppers run around $214 as of August of 2019, and they've been around for quite a while. Bear Creek's got about 4 different versions of these uppers. You can get them with side charging handles on them, standard charging handles up on the top, different barrel lengths, etc. And they do represent a great value for the money. Now, this is the 4th Bear Creek Arsenal rifle that I've personally taken ownership of, and to be, and you know, in the nature of full disclosure here, it was sent to me for free from Bear Creek Arsenal to test out on the channel. The previous upper that Bear Creek sent me, the 224 Valkyrie, we did about 6 months of testing on it, made a few videos on it, and that did go out to a viewer a couple weeks ago of mine, a subscriber from the channel. And yeah, I've had great luck with their rifles overall. So what we're going to do is just take a look at the specifications of this upper, talk about them a little bit, what do you need to know about the magazines and so on. One thing that's great about the appeal of this type of upper is it does get you into a more powerful round than 5.56, but it also allows you to use inexpensive 762 by 39 ammo, steel cased, as well as any existing AR15 lowers you might have sitting around the house that's chambered for 5.56 or 223 Remington. And the lower on this particular setup is a Palmetto State Armory. It's either Freedom or Classic series. I can't remember exactly which one. And we've got the Daniel Defense pistol grip and trigger guard on there, as well as an adaptive, I believe adaptive tactical or adaptive technology stock. Came to me from Tac Pack a couple months ago, and a War Machine sling. So real quick, let's just go through the specifications on this upper and we'll take a closer look at it, compare the bolt carrier group of this to a 5.56 bolt carrier group and see if there's anything unique about it, and go from there. Okay, so according to the Bear Creek Arsenal website, this is the BCA AR15 Complete Upper Assembly, 16-inch Parkerized heavy barrel, 762 by 39 carbine link gas system, 1 in 10 twist with 15-inch M-LOK split rail upper. You do get the Parkerized 4150 chrome moly vanadium barrel, which is nice to have there. Heavy barrel profile. Again, like I said before, the 15-inch M-LOK split rail, and I've already got some M-LOK accessories on there. Some rails that go on with no issues at all. You got a .750 diameter low profile gas block, as well as the full standard bolt carrier group that comes along with it, basic charging handle, and flash hider. Okay, a few more features about this would include the 300 blackout feed ramps and the barrel extension, an M4 flat top forged upper receiver, as well as a USA made product. So I do a complete, wipe off of these uppers whenever I get them. I like to get all the grease and all the grime off of them and so on. And the finishing material, finish on this is outstanding. It's excellent. I mean, I'm not seeing hardly any marring or marks at all. Everything looks nice and consistent all the way around. You've got that heavy barrel in there. You can see that nice rail going on, Picatinny. I've also got a Picatinny section on the bottom that I put on there too. And I do have a QD mount over on the other side for a sling. Scope up on the top of here is the 4 to 16 by 44 millimeter reticle primary arm scope with their just basic mount. Nothing too crazy. I'm probably going to keep the charging handle as is. And right now it seems to be like a pretty decent build. Okay, so let's check out the other side here. This muzzle brake, I got the same muzzle brake on my 300 blackout pistol and have no problems with it whatsoever. It seems to do a pretty good job as a flash suppressor, and recoil is definitely manageable. I've got a fairly thick rubber butt pad on the stock, and this is the stock that, again, like I said before, I got from Tac Pack. And it's going to hopefully mitigate some of that recoil. I'm not too worried about it. Plus, it's just a bit beefier than the M-LOK stock, or not M-LOK, I'm sorry, the MOE stock, Magpul stock. And this has a little bit higher comb on it, which I think will help me with my cheek welding when I'm using the optics. I'm currently waiting for iron sights to show up for it. I don't have any iron sights for it, and I don't have any magazines. They're coming in the mail. I've got 2, C Defense Products or C Products Defense 30-round magazines that'll be coming, and 1 10-rounder that we will check out on the channel also. Okay, so let's take a look at this bolt carrier group. Now, I don't know what kind of compatibility you're going to get with other manufacturers for this bolt or bolt carrier group. The bolt itself is stamped 762 by 39. It does have some nice staking on the gas key up here with the nuts up on the top. Very well done. Nice indentations that actually go onto the bolts themselves. Finish is great. Now remember guys, I purchased 2 Bear Creek Arsenal rifles before they even contacted me at all about doing any kind of sponsored videos or sending me uppers at all, and I've never had any issues with them at all. You can go back and check my channel. I got videos that go back a couple years on my 5.56 rifle, and most of the time I just shoot steel case ammo through and have no issues. Now sometimes guys say, hey man, your guns are definitely over oiled, way too much lubricant on them. Usually the first time I take them out, I tend to run a lot of oil and lube on them, and then when I bring them home, I do a nice cleaning on them, wipe off all the excess. And I tend to wipe off the extra oil too before I go out to the range, so I tend to get a lot of comments in the videos of over lubrication and stuff like that. Typically, I only have the points that need it lubricated before we go out to the range, but sometimes these guns will sit in the safe for 6 months or 5 months before I take them out, depending on what we're testing for the channel. Okay, let's go ahead and get that firing pin out, and we'll see how that compares to the 5.56 firing pin. Real quick, just weight of the bolt itself. We are looking at about 12 ounces. Yeah, just a shade over 12 ounces. So it's a fairly heavy bolt, and we'll see how my 5.56 bolt compares to that too. So just hang tight. So on the right here is my 5.56 bolt that's seen. It doesn't really show it, but it has taken quite a bit of use. I put a couple thousand rounds to this rifle, but it's not really showing a lot of excess wear and tear. You know, headspace, I can't speak to the head spacing at all. But when I look at it, I kept thinking that the 7.62 bolt was a lot larger, and it appears to be about the same size. I mean, I don't really notice much of a difference about it. Let's go and get the weight of this 5.56 bolt real quick here. Let's make sure we got that zeroed. There we go. All right. So this is just a shade under 12 ounces, so there might be just a slightly heavier bolt that they're using. I don't know. Like I said, for options, you may have to go through Bear Creek if you need a replacement bolt or bolt carrier group. All right, let's go and check out those firing pins. Apparently, you have an enhanced firing pin with the 7.62 rifle. Now, it doesn't say that on the Bear Creek website, but I was thinking that's what they packed them with, so let's see if there's any difference. Okay guys, on the right is my 5.56 firing pin, on the left is my 7.62 by 39 firing pin. I think there's a few people that I had read on the reviews that said that they had upgraded them. They look about the same. I don't know if we're really going to be able to tell, but let's just see if there's any kind of a weight difference here. Barely an ounce. It's kind of a pointless test, but I thought we'd check and see anyway. Yeah, it's same weight. So I don't think there's much of a difference between the two. There could be a bit of a difference in the density. They look almost identical. But, you know, the bolt, very consistent quality from this rifle versus the 5.56 bolt. Again, kind of an apples to oranges comparison, but I just had to find out myself. All right, guys, I just couldn't take it. I had to weigh this thing to see what it weighs. I am just dying of curiosity. Now, with this rail on the front, which is aluminum, this might weigh about an ounce or so. And then you got the little QD mount on the other side, which is also aluminum. We're looking at 4 pounds and about 14 ounces, just a shade under 5 pounds. And that's just the upper by itself without any kind of optics. So if you're kind of curious about the weight, that's what you're looking at. So if weight is a big deal for you in terms of your rifle build, if you want something super light for some sort of competition or whatnot, just kind of keep that in mind, okay? All right, guys, so here's the deal. If you've got some AR components sitting around, if you've got a lower sitting around, or you've always wanted to dabble in this AR-47 style rifle, go ahead and order your favorite upper. Maybe try one of these uppers out, see what you think. Given the track record I've had with Bear Creek rifles, which is no problems at all. My stepdad has a couple of their rifles that he bought himself. He's had them for a couple of years, never had any issues whatsoever. I'm expecting no less than good performance out of this rifle. If we have any problems, I got to make sure that it's not just magazine related. You know, if there is in fact any kind of issue that this upper's having, you guys are going to see it on the channel when we test it. And so we will put this through the ringer. We're going to try different types of steel case ammo through it. I've actually got some Winchester brass 7.62 by 39 we can run through it, maybe get some Wolf Gold or whatever. So we'll see what's out there. We'll definitely try a bunch of different ammo through it and just make sure it's going to be reliable and it's going to run. Otherwise, guys, I think that's about it. So make sure that you like and subscribe and mash that bell so you don't miss any notifications. Do make sure you check out my podcast called Caliber Corner. We host that on Monday nights at 6 o'clock Central Time. We usually go for about an hour, hour and a half. We talk about different ammunition calibers and reloading, and we talk about a little bit of everything, prepping, survival, vehicles, all that fun stuff. It should be a pretty cool season we got coming up here in the winter for you, so do make sure you guys check it out. But in the meantime, guys, more videos coming your way on this upper. Do check it out. Have fun. Be safe. Make sure you guys check out bearcreekarsenal.com. And as you know, we will talk to you soon. Oh yeah, don't forget, please support gun channels. Please support YouTube, Gunstreamer, guntube.org, and any of those other Pro 2A firearms media channels that are out there. All right, y'all take care, have fun, be safe, and we will talk to you soon. All right, guys, bye-bye.